Many years ago, I had an opportunity to visit a leprosy camp in Southeast Asia. My friends and I were led into a visitor booth where we could observe leprosy patients through a glass window. Upon observing the patients, I was absolutely horrified at what I was seeing. I had seen pictures of leprosy patients before the visit, but none of them could have prepared me for what I was witnessing. Many of the patients had had their entire arms and legs completely eaten by the malicious disease. The closest analogy that I could think of would be a burned victim having his limbs amputated by fire. But leprosy is even more sinister. It consumes its victims at a slow pace and thus prolongs the indescribable suffering. To make matter worse, I could actually see the eating process happening live in front of my eyes. I felt a sudden urge to vomit. All I wanted to do at that moment was to leave the booth as quickly as possible so I could be away from the horrific scene. Just as I was about to leave the booth, I saw something I would never forget. Emerging among the leprosy patients were three young nuns, around 19 to 22 years of age, wearing all white attires. They were the patients' caretakers. They fed them, answered their questions, and cleansed their wounds. The nuns performed their jobs with pure joys, having neither afraid of the nastiness of the wounds nor the fact that leprosy is highly infectious. I could see in their eyes genuine affection and devotion. I could feel the tender and warmth radiated from the devoting way the nuns conducted their work. They treated the lepers not as patients, but as friends in need of loving and care. I was stunned and ashamed. Here I was, standing 30 feet or so from the patients, protected by a cement wall, and yet was afraid to even cast my eyes upon these unfortunate beings. The nuns, on the other hand, stood side by side with these patients every day, but were unafraid. I later learned from the camp's director that most of the people working at the camp volunteered to come to work here. They knew exactly what type of a condition they would face, but they came anyway. They are the true heroes of our world.